Hello students, welcome to our class, and today we will start our new topic, that is defects of vision from chapter number 7, lenses. In our previous lecture, I explained you the structure of eyes, and today we will see the defects of vision. So we will go through our textbook, page number 88. So students, some people cannot see things clearly due to the loss of accommodation power of lenses in their eyes. We know in our eyes, here this convex lens and the light ray refracted from this lens and the image formed on this retina. If image formed on this retina, then we can see the clear image of the things. But image formed before or after the retina, this is a retina. If image formed before, that means in front of retina or after retina, then we cannot see the clear image of anything. Clear? So here two types of defects in our vision. First one is a nearsightedness, that is also called the myopia. Then second one is a farsightedness, that is called the hypermetropia. Clear? Then in the first defects, nearsightedness. So I will explain in this lecture this first defects of the vision, that is a myopia. So in this case, the eye can see nearby objects clearly, but the distant object appear indistinct. This means that the far point of the eye is not at infinite but shift closer to the eyes. In nearsightedness, the image of a distant object form in front of retina. So just see this picture. In a normal case, in a normal vision, if anyone see the clear image of any object, then this image formed by, this is a lens, convex lens, and image formed, the refracted rays, here light ray refracted and the image formed on this retina, okay, on this retina. Then but in case of nearsightedness, here this light ray refracted and formed the image before the in front of retina. Clear? Then the image of distinct object form in front of retina. There are two reasons. Yes, there are two reasons behind this. When in the case of nearsightedness, the image formed in front of retina. In a normal case, the image formed on this retina, on this screen. Okay, but in the case of nearsightedness, in the defects of nearsightedness, image formed in front of retina. The refracted rays meets, after the refraction they meet on this point, and that point is in front of retina. This is retina and image formed in front of retina. So there are two reasons behind this. First one is the curvature of cornea and eye lens increases. Yes, if the curvature of retina or curvature of eye lens increase, then curvature is increased, the muscles near the lens cannot relax so that the converging power of lens remains large. If the curvature of cornea or curvature of lens increase, so just see in case of these two lenses, here curvature is increased in the second image, curvature is decreased in the second image. So if curvature is increased, then converging power is converging and diverging. Here two terms. In the refraction of the convex lens, the light ray converge, that means they meet in a specific point, that is called the focal point, focus, that is called the focus. Okay, so and diverging means they diverge. In the case of concave, in a case of concave lens, in the case of concave lens, light ray diverge. These light ray diverge. That means they spread in a different direction. Okay, so if the curvature of cornea and eye lens increase, then the converging power of lens remains large. So first reason is this, and the second is the eyeball elongates so that the distance between the lens and retina increase. The eyeball, the size of eyeball increase. Okay, size of eyeball increase, then the distance between the lens and retina increase. If eyeball increase, so obviously distance between this lens and retina, so this distance increase because of the eyeball. When eyeball increase, then this distance will increase, so that then the image formed in front of retina, and this is called the myopia. This is called the nearsightedness. When image formed in front of retina, when image formed in front of retina, this defect is called the nearsightedness. Clear? And in this case, the any person, anyone see the clear image of the nearby object but cannot see clear the distinct object. So these defects can be corrected by using the spectacles. Yes, these defects can be corrected by using the spectacles with concave lens. Here the concave lens, if we use the concave lens, these defects can be corrected. Lens of a proper focal length. This lens diverge the incident ray. This lens, this concave lens diverge. This lens diverge the rays, light rays, and this image formed after using the concave lens, the image formed on the perfect retina. Image formed on the retina. So anyone can see the clear image by using the concave lens in case of nearsightedness. Clear? This lens diverges the incident rays, and these diverged rays can be converged by the lens in the eye to form the image on the retina. Yes, the focal length of concave lens is negative. So a lens with negative power is required for correcting the nearsightedness. The power of lens is different for different eyes depending on the magnitude of their nearsightedness. Clear, student? So depend on the nearsightedness, depend on the magnitude of nearsightedness, the lens used different. Okay, so focal length may be different for the different magnitude of nearsightedness. It's clear? So I hope you understood today's lecture, and in our next lecture I will explain you about the farsightedness, that is called the hypermetropia. Till the time, goodbye.